I feel like most kids your age, if you put them in a dish pit, how much were you getting paid then? Do you mind talking?
I was getting paid, I think I started at $11 an hour.
For both positions each? Or
yes. I was doing both.
I'm sorry, being the dishwasher is the hardest fucking job in the restaurant. I would never do that.
But most important, if that motherfucker
of
quits,
course.
That dude
then everyone
quits,
is fucked.
Screwed.
The whole shit just falls apart. I thought like the going rate was a lot higher than that, honestly.
Nope.
Hey, we're starting from the bottom.
Yeah, like literally,
Easy,
that's like the shittiest job in the restaurant.
30
like,
an hour easily.
Literally, like something, like way more. Like that's, I'm just appalled.
Right.
We have to like start a riot.
A movement, not a riot.
Yes, a movement.
Peaceful. We have enough riots.
Peaceful protest.
Damn it, people. We've had enough riots.
Get these dishwashers proper wages, folks.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Here we are. We are live in Atlanta. Hello, world. Good evening, Atlanta. Welcome to Bar Banter, folks. How are we feeling today?
Pretty good.
Oh, my gosh. Good to have you guys here today. I'm here. I'm your host, Devin Lewis. I will be joined, as always, by my favorite co-host, MJ, in the building. We have some special guests here today. I got my man, Jordy, and my favorite guy, Santana. You guys are my favorite bar backs in Atlanta. Thank you for being here. Man, round of applause to you guys, all right? A little slow clap for you.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Devin.
Thank you. Man, thanks for being on the show, gentlemen. It's really exciting to finally have you guys here. I know we've been talking about this for a few months. I've been reaching out to y'all. Let's just go around and let everyone know who you guys are. Who wants to go first? All right, Jordy.
All right, my name is Jordy Morales. Born here in Atlanta, Georgia. Parents from San Marcos, Guerrero, Mexico. I mean, yeah, that's where I'm from. Been here all my life, and yeah.
Santana.
All right, so my name is Gilberto Santana. I'm also born and raised in Atlanta. I guess you could say I'm Mexican American because I was born here, but my family, my roots are from Mexico, and they're also from a state called Guerrero.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
well, gentlemen, thanks for being here. I got the guys. So just a little background, folks. How old are both of you? Santana, how old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19. Jordy, how old are you?
19 as well.
19. Yep. Okay. What do you guys do in the service industry?
All right, I'll go first.
Santana.
So,
okay.
I'm actually, I guess, a hybrid. So, I could be a service assistant, and I could be a bar back.
Okay.
So,
okay,
I'm those two.
okay.
Yeah.
So what are those? Give me a little summary of what those two positions require. Are they? Would you say they're the same, or would you definitely say there's a vast difference?
I'd say there's a big difference because in the bar, it's like a different environment, different people. And then it's a lot more knowledge you need to know, a lot more learning.
Oh, really? As far as the bar is concerned versus... Okay, because you're engaged. Because you engage with guests pretty well, right?
Yeah.
So answering questions.
When I bar back, definitely.
Yeah, with well-traveled individuals, right, that are like twice your age.
Yeah.
Just making mere suggestions, right?
Yeah.
Jordy, what about you?
I bar back, busser, or you can call it, I guess, server assistant as well. And I can food run. Prefer not to, but yeah.
So what got you to, Jordy, let's talk about you. What got you into the service industry? How old were you when you start? Talk to me about like life during that time for you.
When I first started like in the industry.
Yeah, like why even work at a restaurant?
So I first started at this restaurant in a mall called Johnny Rockets. Started at 16. My auntie was working there, and I started as a cashier, was a dishwasher, and that's how I got into it.
Front of house and back of house immediately?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are important positions, dude.
Yeah.
Face of the place and you washing the dishes too, bro?
Yeah.
Gosh. So you learn humility pretty early in life, like being humble about.
Yeah.
Like what was that journey like?
It was a learning experience, you know. I think working in the service industry teaches you how to communicate with people. You know, you have to learn how to do that.
Right.
And Yeah, it was definitely a journey. Yeah, like just knowing how to interact with people and.
But you stayed in, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't. I feel like most kids your age, if you put them in a dish pit, even at a hosting, I mean, how much were you getting paid? Do you mind talking?
I was getting paid. I think I started at $11 an hour
for both positions each, or
yes, I was doing
God.
both. Yeah.
So was that 22 an hour, or you were just 11 an hour?
11 an hour.
Damn,
Yeah.
son.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Being the dishwasher is the hardest fucking job in the restaurant. I would
Right.
never do that.
But
for
most
$11.
important, if that motherfucker
Of
quits,
course.
that dude
Then everyone
quits,
is fucked.
screwed.
The whole shit just falls apart.
falls apart. So that's serious, man.
I thought like the going rate was a lot higher than that, honestly.
Hey, we're starting from the bottom, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like regardless experience, they should give dishwashers like
Like the bump. You're talking about as far as
like higher, just period.
100%.
Like
If you're in
regardless
the
of the
trenches
dishwasher.
like that,
Yeah, like literally,
Easy
that's like
30
the
an hour.
shittiest job in the restaurant.
30 an hour easily.
Like, literally, like something like way more. Like that's, I'm just appalled.
Right.
We have to like start a riot,
A movement, not a
Yes,
riot.
a movement.
Peaceful. We've had enough riots.
peaceful protest.
Damn it, people. We've had enough riots.
Let's get these dishwashers proper wages, folks.
Fair is fair. Good point, Jordy. So, Rockin' Robbins, right? Robbins?
Johnny Rockets.
Johnny Rockets. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Jesus. After that, what happened? Where would you go after that?
After that, I moved to a steakhouse. It's called Little Alley Steakhouse.
You went straight from there to a steakhouse?
Yeah. Worked 6.
How old were you?
16 as well, turning 17.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So you just blew past this. I'm so sorry. Johnny Rockets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I
it's
said
like
it right.
You've never been there?
I've never been to Johnny Rockets. I've been to the Red Robins. I think that's why I'm mixing it up. So I apologize, Johnny Rockets. I have to try you guys out to redeem myself. Anyway, moving forward, I'm appalled. That's amazing, bro. Like if I had fireworks, like to you, because. So what did you do at the steakhouse?
At the steakhouse, so I started off as a food runner, and that didn't work out too well. I just
What does that
wasn't
mean?
able to correctly hold the plates, and
What do you got? Like shaky hands or something?
yeah, I guess I wasn't able to properly hold
Like 3
them.
plates is the thing for you?
It's hard.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
hard.
I had to learn how to do that. Yeah.
Interesting.
And moved on to busser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're quick with your hands.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a crafty little guy, this man. Oh, good stuff, Jordy.
How many plates can you carry at once?
I mean, technically 6 if you want to go there.
No, 3 max.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Shout out to Darden. Santana.
Yep.
Let's go to you. So, what was your origin story like? How did you get started?
So, since I've been 14, I've had 3 restaurant jobs. So I've never had a different job other than a restaurant.
Okay, so you just were born into the service industry
Yeah.
first, out the gate.
So
how did it start?
but I wasn't always front of house because I would work. My dad's a chef, so I would work
Also-
with him. I would prep. So I was in high school, and then Saturday and Sundays I would help my dad out. And then
After school, you go to the restaurant and start prepping?
no, I only went Saturday, Sundays.
Oh, Saturday, Sundays.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then
That's cool.
I did that for about 2 years, and then I moved to this other restaurant where I would work till like 3 a.m. I would work all night long, and I
You
only
have a
worked.
club or something, bro? What are you talking about?
It was kind of like a club, to be honest.
Seriously?
Yeah. So Friday and Saturdays, the kitchen would close like at 1 a.m.
Wow.
But I was a busser, so I would have to wait to clean up.
Oh yeah, them squatters.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
And then I only did that for a month or 2 because I didn't like it.
It was
then-
draining you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
And I was still in high school at the time too, so
Dang, dude, your parents are chill. Let you be doing that, dude.
it
You were
was
grinding, huh?
it was like a couple months after COVID. So
Okay, so it was like, let me get out there and do something.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
and then I didn't like it, so I moved to a steakhouse, and then spent about 3 years. And at the steakhouse, I originally entered in as a busser, and then I was bussing and running food, and then that's when I got the opportunity to bar back, and then I didn't look back since.
Didn't look back since.
Yeah.
Huh? So what are your favorite things? I guess operating behind the bar. You know, you're sitting there assessing. You know, a group of experienced.
I like to see how everybody in the restaurant gets their drinks. Like, I'm right behind the person that makes drinks for the whole restaurant. And especially, like, on a busy day, that can be, like, I guess pretty cool to watch.
Oh, so it's like you get like a secondhand kind of just, not even simulation, it's just a real life, real time. This is what the average person orders. This is how some people engage with the bartenders.
Yeah.
So you're getting like told, I guess you're getting polished on really how to approach the etiquette as far as high-end restaurants go, huh?
Yeah, so let's see. I also like, what I like about bar racking is that, let me think.
Oh, you're good, dude. We're just having a conversation.
Let's go to Jordy.
Jordy, bouncing off of what he just said, what are some things that you've learned from being behind the bar?
I would say it can get very fast-paced. You know, you have to move quickly, I would say. Just being the back of the bar, you just got to make sure the bartenders have everything they need. And yeah, that's what I
your
love.
sense of awareness has grown being behind the bar.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Like
Yeah.
your priorities, your organizational skills. Sorry, my mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's beautiful to hear. Moving forward, gentlemen. Beth, do you have anything you want to ask these kids before
Oh,
continue?
yes, for sure. So I feel like as a bartender, I feel like there's a lot of times where the guests, they don't really realize what the difference is. The guests don't realize that there's bartenders and bar backs, and they just ask everyone for a fucking cocktail.
Oh yeah.
So when
point.
somebody's like flagging you down and harassing you guys for a drink, how do you like politely tell them like, I'm sorry, I'm just a bar back, I don't make the drinks?
Oh, they're better than that. That's how.
Pardon?
Gentlemen, who'd like to go first?
Jordy.
Jordy?
Yeah.
About when a guest asks you for a drink, and
Right.
I guess
Like
you
a
don't,
lot of guests don't know the difference between a bartender and a bar back. They just see everybody back there.
Like Beth, simulate that kind of guest to Jordy and see how he reacts to you.
Well, usually they just flag you down. They're trying to get your attention because
Right.
the other bartenders are occupied.
Jordy, she's flagging you down, and you lock eyes with her. You can tell that she's in distress and she's looking for someone to help her. What would you say to her?
I'll be like, just one moment. I'm actually not the bartender, but the bartender's over there. Probably take the drink order and let the bartender know. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super easy. Throws the parachute out, nice and smooth, and it helps us delay because maybe from time to time, because there's always, I would say, like there's probably like a 30-second, definitely a minute is kind of hot in a high-end restaurant as far as guests waiting for a drink or being addressed for that matter. So I would definitely say they're definitely vital weapons during busy nights, especially when you want to make sure you're catering to everyone's experience in a mindful manner. Santana, what would you say about that?
I feel like also a lot of times people don't know what bar back means. So
Do enlighten us, Santana. Drop the heat, bro. What's up?
so a bar back is basically behind the scenes of a bartender. I guess the person behind them. And then they're doing they're keeping the bar clean, keeping the glassware moving, changing trash cans.
They're rotating the back
restocking.
behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
yes. The backbone, literally. Without
Yeah.
you guys, things do not move the same way at
So
all,
we're
for
like-
that matter.
The support bartenders, you could say.
Absolutely. No, exactly. I mean, and on top of that, I mean, you guys being so damn young, I mean, it's not unheard of, but it's definitely wild, definitely being at the restaurant that you're in. I apologize, everyone, real quick for saying definitely so freaking much. I don't know what's going on with me today. Anyway. But I just really feel like you guys are elite and definitely in a very prosperous environment where you can educate yourself on a high level. And I see that in you guys, and it's really fun to watch and hear from you talk about this. What would you advise? Let's say like you're talking to kids your age. Cause have y'all graduated? Y'all graduated high school then, yeah?
Yep.
You're 19, right? What would you say to some high schoolers that are probably getting ready to graduate, or maybe like freshmen, sophomore in college, looking to go into the service industry? Do you have anything that you would kind of advise them on?
I would say stick to one place and get comfortable.
Loyalty.
Yeah, have some loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then, you know, that way you can go up the ladder. You know, they're going to see, like, they're going to, let me see.
You're talking about like recognition of character,
Yeah.
and work ethic and all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And also, let's go to Jordy.
Maybe, you know, identify the positions and see which one fits you the most.
Okay. Really understand the job description that you're signing up for.
Yeah, yeah.
In depth. In depth.
Yeah, if you're looking to go into it, it's just all learning. You don't have to know everything, you know, as you get into it.
It almost feels like a little, it's not a school, but you definitely feel like you're in an educational environment all the whole time, right?
Yeah, every day you learn something new.
Right?
No matter what it is.
Every
you can,
time.
Yeah, you can never stop learning.
No matter how old you are,
Yep.
how long you've been in it, it's always going to be something that makes your eyebrows go up, right? Beth, what would you say about that?
I feel like I don't have much to comment. I didn't work, like, I haven't worked my way up. I only bartended. I never served. Like, I know a lot of people have to like serve or bar back before they hit bartender status, but I never really had to do that. I went straight to bartending. So I mean, have you been a bar back before?
Actually, yeah. So when I started opening up back around COVID, everything's opening up. It's 2020 on the back end of it, and we're getting out and stuff. And shortly after, I guess, never mind. When were we at? When were we at? I guess 2021 then.
Yeah, I mean,
2021. I was at Blue Martini, helped open those bad boys up, and Buckhead. And year one was cool, but I started off bar backing at that time at one of my boys. Shout out to AB, by the way. Y'all know him.
Yeah.
And then I moved to security instead. Yeah.
so how did you enjoy bar backing?
Bar backing was fun because, like, you guys know everything. You're like the bookkeepers. You're the ones that are, you're kind of like you're not the logistics people, but someone's like, I almost imagine like a shipping yard, right? And imagine those crates being just like alcohol bottles, right? And these guys are in charge, or not in charge, but they're definitely handling the inventory the most, right? In you know, day in and day out. They're aware of what levels of mixers and juices are low and high. They have to get ice, you know, so there can't be no weak ass. There's a lot of things they have to really go and do and behind the scenes to make sure that we are attacking the objective of the day. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a 500 cover day or maybe it's just like, you know, maybe just a 150. You know, potent experiences. We want to make sure everything's good. Knives are sharp. Napkins are folded. We have light desserts. We have everything ready, like demi-tasse spoons, you know, espresso mixers and all that. It's just everything. Like, we have so many things we have to do. Like, we have to take care of like Kettle One machines. I mean, it's cleanliness. They help with the cleanliness. They help with literally everything. They're literally the backbone, and not 120%. Like, love them for that. Right?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, being a bar back, it has it builds character. Would you not? Right? Would y'all agree with that? It builds character, and it helps you really find out if you want to be a bartender to start, if you're kind of curious. And I think, as Santana mentioned earlier, I think the speed and the type of information that you need to know in the environment from the floor with the servers and the essays, server assistants versus the bar, I feel like you're going kind of like G-rated, PG-rated with the server stuff, you know what I mean? Kind of a little bit more robotic, perhaps. Not necessarily, you know. I'm not saying it's boring being a server at all, but the bar, there is a lot more wild card action going on, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that. Y'all have any funny stories or crazy memories that you've taken back? So how long have you guys have been? Probably like what, in the steakhouse for about no more than 3 years max, right?
Yep. About 3 years.
Have you? Yeah. What are some woos? Have you had any like, oh damn moments, like guests popping off, or like just like crazy drinks being ordered, and like I don't even know, like what makes you guys go, what the hell, when you go to work?
I'm actually surprised by how many people like to drink Long Islands.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I feel like I see those more than I should.
More than you should. That's awesome. What about you, Jordy?
Can I think of like something that could be surprising or like?
Yeah, like anything that shocked you, or has anything shocked you guys working in the service industry? Or is it pretty much? I mean, I know Santana, you've been in it since the get go, so I guess you got seasoned pretty early.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, like, I mean, I get shocked. You know, when people order crazy shit, like, I mean, you know, where they have this long list where they dismantle every damn ingredient, and then like they customize a drink that's ass instead of asking for help, and then you get it, and then you're just like, why did you make me do that shit? You know, especially on Sundays. I don't know what happens. Long Island's be hitting on Sundays too. I don't know what that is.
I judge every single guest that orders a Long Island from me. That shit is disgusting. Grow the fuck up.
Fair enough.
Drink a fucking martini like an adult.
That's true. That's true.
So you would say Long Islands are for younger people?
A Long Island, yes, because people think that gets you drunker. Okay, a Long Island, for those that don't fucking know, it is every tequila.
What?
Vodka, gin, tequila, rum. It's every liquor, every
Except for
type.
white. Yeah.
Every type. Yeah. Vodka, gin, tequila, rum. So it's a
Yeah.
little bit of all those four. So people think because they're drinking all that it's more. People equate it with being like a stronger, more drink, but it's not any more than your standard cocktail. It's just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and it makes you feel more inebriated because alcohol
Because you're
is different.
mixing. Yeah.
Every alcohol has different effect.
And
on
it's
you.
not fucking iced tea. It's sour mixed in fucking Coke.
Splash of Coke, by the
Which
way.
makes it brown. That's what gets the fucking iced tea name. But it's not iced tea. It's a nasty ass fucking cocktail. And if you want to get drunk, get a martini. It tastes better, and it'll probably you definitely feel better the next day after drinking a vodka martini versus a Long Island.
Agreed. Just a little helpful tip for you guys.
Yeah,
out there.
but I feel like that is a young person's thing. Like when I was younger,
Yeah, you're 22.
we
you're
drank
blue
we
motherfuckers and shit.
drank blue. I was just gonna say it wasn't blue motherfucker. It's probably the same thing. What's that?
Grateful Deads.
So we drank trash cans.
Holy shit.
Where I grew up.
Yeah.
So a trash can is pretty much a blue Long Island with a Red Bull. They crack it open
Oh my God.
and put it upside down so that, and they stick a straw in it. So the more you drink the drink, the Red Bull seeps out because they're sucking it with the straw. So then it starts turning green,
Oh my God.
hence the trash can name.
So it's like the Four Locos unsung cousin. Or
Yeah,
some shit?
it's crack. It's crack.
That's really creative.
What?
I,
You like that, Santana?
I like the idea of it. Nah.
Shout out to the village and the fucking trash cans. I used to drink when I was 21.
Wow.
Oh,
What are some drinks that you guys have? I know y'all, you know, you're not old enough to drink, but like, what has caught your eye since you've been able to, you know, examine the different drinks that are being made? And I know, you know, you deal with bartenders that create their own craft cocktails from time to time, but like, what stuck out to you guys?
Well, I've seen I've seen mezcal old fashions, and they seem really good.
Yeah.
Cause I like tequila, so mezcal is kind of the same to me.
It is.
It's more smoky.
Yeah.
A cousin.
But yeah, so
close
since
relative.
Close relative, right?
since I like tequila, I would probably what's caught my attention is definitely old fashioned with mezcal.
Okay. So you like it? Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Should we bring up what we're drinking today?
oh, absolutely. Yeah. Take it away, Beth.
Okay. Do my little promo motto. So today we're drinking Ilegal. It's a mezcal from Oaxaca, Mexico. It has a very smoky flavor. It's definitely good if you want to mix it as a cocktail, but it stands great on its own. We're drinking it neat with a couple blood orange slices.
Yep. So, Ilegal to me is a very, very delicious peaty mezcal. You can drink it straight as we are now. It pairs very well with orange slice and a little bit of cinnamon, sugar if you're into that. I could drink this with a ranch water margarita easily. Like it gives you this. Honestly, I wish I had some mint and cucumbers right now, and some limes, because I would make that thing fresh because it's just so delicious. I feel like I'm next to a bonfire on the beach. That's how I feel, truly. So shout out to Ilegal. I love this.
Yeah, I
mezcal.
made a cocktail with this with some prickly pear
Ooh,
juice and some lime and a little bit of agave. It's really good.
that's delicious. Yeah, it's very, very approachable. It's very applicable for any kind of situation. You want to do dark berry, like you said, like light fruits, floral notes. You can definitely make that happen. earthy tones, delicious. Yeah, I feel like I could just put that in my backpack and go for a hike. Dead ass. Beautiful. Cheers, cheers, cheers. You guys are enjoying your Lefroy's, gentlemen.
Yep.
Cool.
What'd you call it?
LaCroix.
Oh, I can't. So the whole
Lefroy's. I
time,
said Lefroy's. I'm sorry.
I kept thinking you were saying like the Scotch.
Yeah, I thought about the Scotch
Yeah.
too.
I
So
bought Lefroy today, so I think that's what's happening.
Because I keep hearing that. I'm like, that's literally a
Yeah.
seltzer.
I'm sorry. It's one of those days. All right, back to you guys. Let's talk a little bit more about y'all's experience in the service industry, of course. Has this inspired you guys to do other things outside of this? Has anyone felt like taking this to the top, or has it put a fire under your ass to do something different? Jordy, you were
I would
pretty
say
excited
so.
about
I would say I really love just restaurants. It makes me want to open up my own restaurant one day,
Yeah?
for sure. Yeah.
What kind of you think you've thought about? Like what kind of what do you love about it to make you want to do something that much? I mean,
Just the experience you can give to people, I guess. Like,
oh, you do treasure that.
yeah, like
Nice.
having people, just have a good time.
Yeah.
That
Delivering that
Yeah.
beautiful moment.
Yeah.
That's just makes somebody feel like appreciative of life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
I love that. How about you, Santana?
Stephanie showed me a lot of hospitality. So maybe
What do you mean by that? If you don't mind
like
asking.
so like you told me one time when people come to where you work, it's like they're coming into your home.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I remember you telling me something like that.
Right? It feels different
So-
when you think about it like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Folks, what I was saying to Santana, I don't know, a couple weeks ago maybe, like somebody walks into a restaurant, just how I view it. I don't care if it's McDonald's to, name the freaking baddest freaking restaurant bar in the world to you. Every restaurant, every establishment, in my opinion, is a house that is ran by a family. And I mean, we are there more than we're at home,
Yeah.
know? And
Nine times out of
damn near
10.
lived there, right? If we slept there, it would be over. Right? And these operations and these concepts are people who believe in what they do there, and that's why they're there for the most part. And it's just a different feeling when you really kind of approach it with that mindset. It's kind of it's a 50-50 or 100%, but it's a relationship with the public and the concept. And I think we can all agree on that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, MJ, you work at a smaller, like I said, close-knit crew. I mean, you guys definitely are, SEAL Team 6 over there in the suburbs.
I've had a guest recently ask me, he asked like about the commingling of the staff. He's like, y'all are always, you've been to the restaurant, so you know that we have that back table that we all kind of congregate at when it's kind of slow. So we all kind of stuff ourselves into this little booth. So this gentleman at the bar is like, are y'all dating, like as a group? And I'm like, why? He's like, every time I come in, y'all are all stuffed back there, all touching each other. And I'm like, are we? And then once I sat back and really thought about it, like, we're very close. We work, like you said, we're at work way more than we're at home. I'm at my job way more than I'm at my apartment.
Right.
And it's a very small staff. Like, y'all work at a place has a lot more people, probably twice the amount, maybe 3 times. Like, so we're together all day long. So yeah, I think that I've noticed that we're like very slightly inappropriate with each other, but I think that it just means that we love each other.
Slightly inappropriate, like it's like that, or is it just more like, we don't even dig into that.
Yeah.
No. That's right. It's beautiful. I was just trying to make the point that big or small, right?
Yeah, you get close to the people that you're spending a lot of time at work,
Right.
whether you're a bartender or a server, so you get close to your coworkers. So,
Yeah, that's fair. You are fighting through hell some days with these people.
they're there with you in the trenches.
Right.
So, of course, you get a sense of closeness.
Yeah.
Whether it develops into
The
something or
walls
doesn't.
drop,
But
it's all.
yeah, because When you're about to have a mental fucking breakdown because you forgot to fire 30's food, and then 40 is back there with a bunch of bratty ass kids. I've been drinking all the Shirley's, and now you gotta get like 5 more.
Not
Like
the Shirley's.
you go back to the service station, you're about to have a fucking meltdown, and then your buddy's like, "It's okay, I'll make the Shirley Temples. You go do what you gotta do."
There you go.
And then you're like, "Fuck, I love you so much." So it's a camaraderie, I guess.
Yeah, camaraderie is very good. Unity.
Yeah.
How was y'all's experience dealing with the trenches for the first time as young men? How was that for y'all? For the folks at home, what I'm talking about, the trenches is when it's like the restaurant gets hit deep, and whether it's a fumble with the host stand with sitting people at a certain rate, or we just get slammed because it's just one of those days, and I mean slammed. Though that chaotic couple hours, few hours, sometimes it's a whole day for some restaurants. Those are the trenches when it's like there's no time for emotions and it's only time for action. Gentlemen, Santana, I feel like you got something to say.
So it's different when you're a barback or a buster, because when you're a buster, it'll be like 4 to 5 busters on the floor. You can always ask them for help. But when you're the barback, you're usually by yourself, so you can only depend on yourself.
So you're running up a queue. You're running up a list,
Yeah.
a big fat list when you're a barback versus
So
you're alone.
So that's why it's always good to like try to set the bar up for success when you're opening.
Preemptive planning.
Yeah. So that way, when that does happen, you're prepared. You can handle it a little bit better. But sometimes my managers will help me like grab something if I'm not at the bar.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what management's there for.
Yeah.
That's awesome to hear.
But not everybody knows where everything's at. So
Oh yeah.
not everybody can help the bar back.
Right. Because everything's spread out.
Yeah.
That's true.
Everything's like in its own little place. Something could be in the fridge.
Need some flowers.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro. Oh, good stuff. Jordy, what are you gonna say?
I would say like when it gets to that point, you just have to make sure to keep your, job duties first. Like put yourself what you need to do as a priority, and then if you have the chance to help, someone else, maybe take a plate off the table, you can. But I would say like it's best to
Job description first.
and then you can
Collateral
help the
afterwards.
restaurant.
That's good though. Keep your head on the swivel. You guys know about the 3 C's of success. It seems like, yeah.
Oh, what are they? What are the 3 C's?
Do you know, Jordy?
If they're familiar, but I don't.
Fucking bosses would kill you right now.
What is it?
So the 3 C's of do you know what the 3 C's of success are, Beth?
Look at me.
MJ?
No, I do not.
Wait. I don't know if it's what I'm thinking, but is it like circulate, consolidate, and communicate?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I do know what it is.
All
then.
right, 100 points for Santana. Good
I'm going to
stuff.
give you a shot right now, but we can't.
We can.
2 more years.
2 more years, bro. It's waiting for you.
I remember this.
Do you want to walk us through that, Santana, what those mean to you?
So, circulate obviously means like don't stand in one spot. You can always move around, find something to do.
Yeah.
Communication is like communicating with your other coworkers. If me and Jordy are both barbecing on the same night, I'll communicate with him, be like, oh yeah, I just did this. Can you do that? So get us on the same page, and then consolidate would mean like, let me use an example.
Okay.
So let's say those 2 Lafroys were the same flavor. LaCroix, sorry.
My fault. I did that to you.
So let's say they were both LaCroix. And Jordy could put them in the same bottle, make things take up less space.
Okay. Right. Yeah. The miscellaneous, get it out there.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Jordy, what would you say about that?
About the 3 C's.
Yeah. How would you apply the 3 C's to success in your job? Like, when was that like an applicable point for you? Like, do you really use that on a day-to-day basis?
I would say it just falls around teamwork. It's all teamwork. I would say those 3 words all fall into that category. Just working together. Can't do everything yourself.
Right.
The restaurant. So, learn how to communicate. Consolidate. What's the last one?
Circulate.
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 I feel like once you're already working in the industry, it sounds like a no-brainer. Like, duh,
It should be, but
like,
it
duh,
should be,
that shit we
MJ.
have to do. But I feel myself at work, because I work at like a smaller restaurant. So when I'm walking around, I'm like, bitch, you're just walking around. But it's like I'm walking around to see if shit needs to be done. But then, I'm like, you're just walking in circles.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
You look crazy.
Especially the way you're set up, that's exactly what you should be doing. You
I
go-
just walk around with a picture, just like I'm doing something. Just I'm walking around with a pitcher of water at all times.
Oh, you're just like, really? You just literally just doing laps for nothing?
No, I mean, if you're gonna be walking around, be doing something.
Oh, yeah.
So I carry the water.
Yeah.
Duh.
Okay, cool.
But I mean, my restaurant is so small that sometimes it's like,
But you're proactive. You're a proactive worker.
yeah, there's only so much you can do though.
Exactly. So don't overextend yourself, but definitely work within your job description.
Yeah, for sure. Because customers will take advantage of certain people.
Right. Because it gets hectic. People get emotional. That gets.
Well, people forget that this is a restaurant. You can't people would love to do things their way if you let them.
Right.
And unfortunately, you have people that you really love and you want to bend the rules for them, but then it becomes a habit, and then everyone wants you to change shit, and that's not really possible.
Agreed. So having a game plan is 100% vital.
For sure.
You guys know that. That's good. It's beautiful to hear. So we're going to take a quick break real quick, guys, and then we'll get back to talking in a little bit. Thank you very much. Stay tuned, everybody. Thank you for our viewers. Make sure to subscribe and like this video if you like the content we're talking with these folks with. Excuse me. Once again, I am Devin Lewis here on Bar Banter. I'm here with MJ. We got Jordy and Santana, young bucks in the service industry. We'll get right back to them. Get to know these guys a little bit more later. Thank you. Welcome to Bar Banter. Welcome back, everyone. Hello, world, and good evening, Atlanta. I am Devin Lewis, your host, here, of course, with Miss MJ. We have Jordy and Santana, our young 19-year-olds in the game early in life. I know. It's just fun, man, because it's just really cool to meet kids their age.
It is, and I'm not laughing at you. I chuckle because when I first started in the industry, I was your age, and I'm 30 now.
Yeah.
I said it low, like if it's not gonna air
We're both 30.
high.
Relax. It's fine.
I know, but like it's just so
Own
weird.
that shit.
No, I love it. I still
We're
feel
90s
fucking
kids.
21. Yeah, 90s babies, but still, like it's just so crazy to see our the younger representatives of us. Like,
Yeah.
isn't it so crazy?
These are the new shadows, man. This is the new
Yeah.
generation. You know, like when you're watching your favorite show, real life, by the way, if you're a main character, and next thing you know, the situation changes and you got the new cast members. You know, I say that.
Yeah. You know how on the reality TV show, they all hate the new people. Like,
Oh yeah.
we don't hate you, but we're definitely gonna put you on some game today for sure.
Right. And I feel like y'all learn a lot doing that, right? As far as being under people that are more experienced than you.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, being 19. When I was 19, I was a manager of a wing stop on Chastain Road in Kennesaw. So I was working 65, 70 hours a week.
Because I know how managers at a restaurant work or a bar. Manager at a Wingstop, you don't really get many benefits, right? You're just key holder, technically.
What? I'm a glorified babysitter with a few more dollars on my paycheck.
Yeah, two.
But every morning you're over here grinding out potatoes.
It just makes you feel
fresh
good.
potatoes.
I'm the manager.
Yeah, well, you're 19. Yeah, I mean, I'm a freaking kid.
No,
so.
so when I was 19, I was still working at the club. So the wallets of cash made me feel very important.
Right. You feel like you're okay. I just graduated high school less than a year and a half ago, and now I'm already a manager at a Wingstop I have a job, and I moved out at 17 and a half. By the way, I don't know when you guys. When did you guys? Are y'all still?
I'm still with my mom.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still my parents.
Okay. Cool.
Good. Stay there as long as you possibly fucking
Stack
can.
your- stack your
I
budgets.
left when I was 17 too, and not that I regret it. It taught me hyper independence, but
Yeah, but fuck.
Yeah.
Nuggets, man. Spending it felt too good. Spending felt too good too early.
yeah, just stay
Yeah.
there.
So I hear that a lot, but at the
Just
same
give
time,
them money if you're gonna stay there.
at the same time though, I want my own privacy, my own,
course.
my own
That's
place.
And then once
It's
you
an itch.
realize the what you're paying for privacy, then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, how much privacy do I need?
Right, because that's the difference between a townhome, an apartment, duplex, actual house, or even.
I mean, they're at the age, honestly, where they can have roommates. At 30, if I met a nigga and he had a fucking roommate, I would never go over there. But at 19, that's totally acceptable.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
what's the age limit until you can't have a roommate?
Oh my god. Okay.
That's different for
no.
who you ask,
Excuse
but-
me. For a woman, I think it's higher. Oh, but for a man, I'm sorry. I'm 30. I stopped going on dates with men with roommates a long time ago. Like I would say like 26 is when I said like that's my limit.
Say 25, 26.
Like 25, 26. That's enough time for you to be able to afford a 1-bedroom or studio on your own. Like I know it's not ideal and you get a lot more bang for your buck when you're splitting a place with another person, but I think after a certain age, as a single grown man, it's weird.
I'd say it depends on what city you live in. And
It's
your
fucking weird.
circumstances, But, you know, people have their preferences.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
As someone that looks like the way I look like, if I met someone that had a roommate, I would never go to his house.
I mean, there you go. You know,
So, take it
that's-
as you will.
It is what it is, all right?
You want the people that look like me do not have a fucking roommate.
There you
I'll
go.
take some notes on that.
Yeah, take some notes.
Definitely.
I'm sorry. Like, it's just, it's weird.
And I get it. I definitely see where you're coming from. At that point, you
Yeah.
want your man to be established. You want that.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the bare minimum, have a place for yourself. Like I'm not expecting you to have a fucking mansion.
Right.
Have a nice, decent 1-bedroom.
Right.
You know, I have a bigger place because I need the space
Right.
for my child. But I don't expect anyone to have anything my size, you know, or anything like that. Like
Okay, so yeah, you're just talking about the mere fact of having the
independence.
space.
Yeah. And exactly, independence. Being able to
And to you,
take care of
instead even though-
yourself.
I mean, because I would definitely say from the male perspective, like you said, it felt like more like it was a saving thing, but there's definitely more of like there's some kind of brother-in kind of bond when you have, you know, these are like your best
As
friends
children.
typically that, you know, you're rooming with, you know, out of college or out of high school, just trying to survive. And it does take a minute to separate from that. So I understand where you're coming from, but it does feel more like that than it being like a lazy situation. I just want to make that very clear. Motherfuckers, they're out there.
we got
grinding,
so
man.
far off
No,
topic.
but back
yes.
to what we're talking.
Oh my God. No,
Guys-
I mean,
Guys,
yeah.
sorry, we're gonna bring the conversation back y'all's way. Really quick, kind of going. We were talking about a lot of positive things before we took a break. What are some things that grind your gears just to get going on the negative kind of vibe? Like, what are some things that are just like, damn it, like, why is this happening?
Just some of the personalities you could deal with, like guest wise.
Oh, do tell,
Probably.
Jordy. What do you mean by that?
Just somebody could just be rude. Just you gotta learn how to deal with that. You know, I would say just dealing with certain people could be a learning experience.
So it taught
For
you a lot of
sure.
patience dealing with like erratic guests or like
Yeah.
people who are just condescending or rude to maybe your teammates.
Yeah.
Like, how does that make you feel like when you first start to like experience those kind of things?
I don't know. I'll just question myself. Maybe like, what did I say, or like, you know, like.
Oh, this happened straight to you, bro? As
I
a
mean,
barback?
yeah,
Really?
it could happen. Like certain people could just be like, find things offensive. Maybe the way their tone or something, you know.
Oh, like they'll come like summon you or like click at you or wave at you with condescending. and
Yeah,
shit?
things like that. Yeah, like maybe the things
Interesting.
they ask, like in a certain way, like, oh, I didn't want this, you know, like, you know.
Oh, like if somebody sent off like a drink to just give to somebody.
Yeah, and maybe they're like
Someone pawned off
I
something.
mean, I've seen where I work, like the guests were asking the busser for something and he didn't understand, and they were like visibly getting upset, and I'm like, look at you getting upset at someone that's not their job. You're upset because they don't understand what you're requesting.
Yeah.
And, like it just like, and I know that they didn't know better, but it was upsetting for me watching. So I walked over to try to like mediate, but I feel like that probably happens often where people are just upset because you don't have an immediate answer, and it's like, ma'am, I just don't know. Because I
Yeah.
forgot what they were asking him for, and then once I went over there, like they were asking something about a beer. I don't know. He just didn't know. Like he's supposed to. He didn't know something. It was like a beer special or
Was it a
something.
language barrier or was it just like a simple?
I think it was like both.
Absence of
Like,
knowledge and all that.
Yeah, I think like it was a language barrier, but then like the guest wasn't really describing properly what he wanted, because I was a little
possibly
confused
inebriated.
when I got there too. But it was just like, it was frustrating for me to see that guest be annoyed with my busser who literally is just like, that is just not his job. That's not something he would have an answer for.
Right.
And that's a question for your waitress who literally just walked away. So why don't you wait for your waitress instead of making my guy feel bad? You know, like, it was just kind of frustrating to watch that because, you know, it wasn't like there was a lack of service. It was like the girl just walked away. He drops the waters. They're asking him something about a beer.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait till that girl comes back. You know?
Yeah, a lot of people need to understand the different job titles in the
Right,
industry.
yeah, like he came, he dropped the beer.
But recognizing how they move.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she did like her whole little spiel thing. So you would think that they know, like, that's the server. You know, she does
So
the
the
spiel.
guest was addressed with a spiel, and then somebody,
Yeah,
the
then
bar
the
back
bus,
came.
like the bar back buster, yeah, he brings like the waters or whatever.
And I guess assumed that was another bar back and just asked
I
him.
guess, I don't know, they were asking for something and I saw, like, I was watching, he makes eye contact. And I kind of took it as like for me to go over there and help because I know that his English isn't like very good.
Okay.
And then once I realized what they were asking for, I'm like, you could have just asked the server when she got back. Like,
That's fair. A little patience.
yeah, a little patience. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. A little patience goes a long way with the wait staff. Like,
I feel you. No.
Yeah, how do you guys deal with that? Like, if a guest gets upset, like
You put a smile on your face and you figure out what the problem is.
I'm so sorry, sir. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
What can I get you today?
So you gotta kill them with kindness if they do feel like they're
Of
irritated
course.
and they feel like they're gonna buck at you. Maybe they're piping red hot. Like you can visibly see that on their face because they feel like they've been waiting for this, you know, and it's their special night or whatever. Or maybe it's just a Tuesday with their side chick that's supposed to really be outside. Whatever the case may be. You
I
just
think-
gotta stay calm at the end of the
Yeah.
day, and it's simple. So it's funny because people will think that you have to take shit. You don't. And
You don't.
Whoa, MJ, hold it. I didn't click the red button yet. Hold on.
I said you don't.
Okay, I know she's gonna pop off.
I know. I said you don't.
All right, cool.
But I wasn't gonna say anything.
What? I'm gonna give it to you. Trust me, guys. But what I mean by that,
Fuck you.
fair enough. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to take that. And if somebody disrespects you past the limit that you're willing to accept, you simply have to pawn it off, the situation off to the manager. After that point, you don't have to react, right? And
Correct.
that's.
Like a graceful.
So you should
Pass
always
off.
put a smile on your face because it's like, bro, please go there because then I can just send your ass off out of my face professionally, right? But you're not trying them. You want to kill them with kindness until that boiling point happens.
Yeah, I mean,
And
you.
it's an acting challenge. That's exactly what I'm going to say. And I'll say it again. It's an acting challenge because, of course, you know this motherfucker's a piece of shit. You know they're upset about themselves and their life. And that's why they hurt people.
I
No
wasn't
happy
gonna say
people
all
will
that,
start shit. I'm just, whatever. I'm just throwing it all out there and putting all the nets out there. Nobody goes to an establishment, a social environment, restaurant, and just starts shitting on people verbally because they feel good about themselves. Unless it's over the top, right? Sociopath and all that. But that's my point. If you just stay fair and true to yourself, know that you have 50, 60, 100 more people to deal with after this prick. Or Karen, whatever.
Yeah, I find it sometimes someone can say something and it'll ruin my whole day. So I need to like learn how to deal with that.
Yeah, sticks and stones,
Yeah.
Santana. That's the power of vibration, my friend. Those little
But-
vibrations mess your whole core up, right?
I know, but it's a human to let that fuck with your day.
Of course.
Because for you, it's like, damn, I was having a great, fabulous fucking day,
Right.
and here comes this son of a bitch. Like, who pissed in his fucking Cheerios for him to come? So you have to like think about it. Like I feel like when I try to get myself out of that funk, it's like just because that son of a bitch is miserable. And he wants to rub it off on me. It doesn't mean I have to like accept it. And I think that's the best way to take it.
And you did learn that when I was
Yeah.
like y'all's age, like back to what
And
y'all
it's
were
hard.
saying.
It's
Yeah,
hard.
being
Believe
19,
me, it's hard.
Yeah, because you're like, damn, this is
and
the
not just
world.
that.
And you're
Like
older than
sometimes
you.
work sucks, life sucks, and then here comes this son of a bitch talking shit to you for no reason.
Well, it gets gritty. Like if you're
Yeah.
on your own, or even if you're not on your own, you're really starting to just. Because you think when you're in school, in grade school, I think a lot of us feel this way, right? Or felt this way for that matter. I'm not going to speak on y'all's behalf, but I'll see if you agree with me. You're going through life, you're going through school, you think, okay, like how hard can it be? It's pretty clear cut how life is going to, you get some money, you get a house, blah, blah, blah. But it's harder than that. Well, it doesn't have to be harder than that. I'm not saying that's impossible to get a house by any means necessary. I'm just saying, like, life isn't always as clear as you think it's going to be once you graduate high school and college and so forth, right? We all know that adversity hits us all is what I'm trying to say. So it's just funny watching this unfold with you guys, and it's just thinking about memory lane, and because you're fresh in the world as a 19-year-old, but you have a lot more liberating, amenities and rights that you would as a minor, because you're seen as an adult, but obviously you're not, you're not in your mid-20s. Yeah, you haven't really seen. You've seen a lot, especially being in the service industry, a lot more than a lot of kids probably have seen your age.
Yeah.
Would you say, right? Like, I feel like it was never intimidating, but like as a 19-year-old,
Well,
you get dealt with a lot. You get exposed to a lot.
And that's where I wanted to go. There is a seedy underside to the restaurant industry, and I think that, I talked about in other shows. I started in the industry as a dancer who didn't want to dance, and then went over to bartending to still work at night, but I didn't really want to do that whole thing. But my first surprise was that I got and I was working at a nice restaurant. I was still living in Pennsylvania. It was like a really nice steakhouse. And I was surprised at how the atmosphere was no different than the strip club. Everyone's doing drugs. Everyone's hungover. Everyone has all this drama, and I thought that working in a high-class place like that would take me away from that like seedy environment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, it's just a fact that when you work in this industry that people are doing drugs. I mean, as we mentioned before, we're working 12-hour, 13, 14-hour shifts. If you're the chef, forget about it. You live there. So I think people don't talk about it enough how working in the restaurants, it can get hard. I mean, I've had my own struggles as a bartender being around so much drug use. So I would love to hear how, because for bartenders that's common. A lot of the bartenders that I know that they do that just because we're working all day long.
Yeah,
but
that could be alcohol, weed.
Alcohol, I mean anything. Weed, like vapes. I know people that are like addicted to their vapes.
The vapes are the crackheads.
Yes, I'm sorry. Vapes are the new crackheads because they're
vapors
like,
are the crackheads.
Where's
vape
my
heads.
vape? Like they're like literally fiending for vapes. It's crazy to me, right?
Crazy.
But how, like, is this something you guys have
Are you serious,
experienced?
Santana?
Like you've experienced the kind of underbelly part of the industry where people are fucked up all the time, or just.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like a certain exposure you get to drugs working in the industry. Like somebody could be doing this type of drug, the other person could be doing this. Like I don't know.
Everyone has their own
So it gives you
choice, favorite.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
choice of
interject so
drug.
quickly, guys, but I just had a question, Jordy, on that one. Like, would you say, I mean, even though, like I said, I mean, this is the real world we're talking about, and you're a fresh mind out of grade school, like really just kind of absorbing how the world works, right? In a real-time scenario. On what you were just saying about being exposed like that, would you say you're starting to recognize the downfalls of those choices and uses of those recreational substances? Like, would you say that you are learning your lessons
The negative.
early?
You're seeing the negative
Yeah,
side of it.
it can have an effect on people's lives, like alcohol. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
It's cool to have do you see the difference between people who are just having like a nice steady cocktail versus the alcoholics who are sad as fuck coming here for healing, right? You see that.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a preemptive educational point for you to see all that shit in a sense.
Yeah. Try to stray away from that,
Right.
Not
Right,
get
like
to that point.
what's the word? Like a precautionary kind of.
Yeah, this is what happens if you go down this road. You
Yeah.
get to see that fresh.
Yep.
Damn. Santana, what would you say about that?
I feel like I've seen a lot of people like use alcohol for different outcomes. Like someone will use it just to like. So a sad person going through a breakup, you'll probably see them drink a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You can also see
Like it's something that people use for different reasons.
a lot of people use it to have fun. Like, especially on weekend nights, you'll see a lot of people drinking just to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't say I've seen a lot of people like do drugs just because I don't know the difference.
No, we're talking about your influence of it. Like, do you not come across that kind of situation at the job that you work at, which is a good thing? right? Like you don't. So
Like it's not something you've witnessed in your years in the industry.
yeah.
I've witnessed like people passing out drunk,
Yeah.
throwing up.
You're talking about guests.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
effects of overconsumption.
Yeah,
for sure.
I've
Oh,
seen.
man.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that.
Seen
And
some poppers, right?
it makes me like reflect.
I keep
like,
forgetting the busters have to take care of that.
Right. I mean, they luckily don't because they're.
Oh no, they
No,
don't.
we
They
do,
probably
yeah.
don't, right?
Yeah, no.
No, they don't. Okay, that would suck.
Yeah.
I actually like 2 weeks ago I had to clean up some
Yeah,
throw
I
up.
remember that.
It was
Oh.
a Sunday night. I
It
guess
was a
someone
Sunday, huh?
a
Yeah.
Sunday
No.
night. Someone I guess went a little.
No. Not a Sunday. I'm just kidding. Keep talking.
Oh, it was a brunch. Well, brunch is always gets. Brunch always gets litty.
I will
Yeah,
harp on
I
Sundays.
think they went too
Yeah.
crazy on brunch.
I'll hop on Sunday shortly, but sure, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Santana. Sippity. Heard.
Yeah, so basically the whole pathway from the main door to the restroom, there was just like
Like
little
little
spots.
trails.
Yeah.
Oh, not a
Ay,
trail,
Dios
dude.
mío.
Spots
And then
of-
outside the restroom door was just like a big puddle. And then I ended up cleaning it, which was disgusting, but I put some gloves on, of course, wiped it,
See, okay,
mopped
so
it.
like that's something I don't do. I don't sing a lot
That's
of
a
the
character
guests.
building spot.
No, fuck that. That's not part of our job description. Then I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Like people
enough.
want us to sing. I do not sing.
No, we
Do
dance.
not fucking
Yeah.
ask me to sing happy birthday, bitch. I would not do that. I kindly decline and bring you a candle with a little, I light it, and I walk away.
No, but the way I see it, let's say I was eating at that restaurant, I wouldn't want to smell throw up or see throw up while I'm eating a meal.
Correct.
So,
You're right.
It's a
You're
complete
right.
buzzkill.
Yeah, it's a buzzkill. So.
Look at him taking one for the team. God, I'm gonna hire you in my restaurant because you're a great worker.
No, they
So
are,
sometimes you have to go out and beyond and do
Yeah.
more than what you're supposed to.
Right.
There's times where
So let's. I know we're about to close out here, run out of time. So really quick from both of you, why don't y'all both give us a little something that you have learned, or like,
Or something you would like to share
Yeah.
with someone that would like to be in your position.
I would say I always try to be really fast, try to
Like be
pace-
efficient.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and be consistent too.
Yeah.
but smooth? We're talking
Yeah.
about smooth.
So let me think about it actually. Can you come back to me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Jordy.
It builds character. Like you just the learning you get from it from people. I mean, it's mainly people. It's like it's the job. You're dealing with a lot of people. Yeah, just talking to people. Really, it's a big part.
So you're sharpening your social skills. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like you're a young kid. I feel like
Yeah.
I could put you in front of a lot of people like twice your age, and you could at least hold a conversation with them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it taught me that. Like, I feel like at first when I was starting out, I was kind of like scared of talking
You're
to
in
people.
your shell.
But over time,
Uh huh.
yeah, I built
Melted
that.
away. Because
to
you
just-
engage guests, bro. You do.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short. You definitely get out there.
Yeah. But I definitely had to learn that over time. Yeah.
What was that process like?
It was just over time, maybe sparking up a conversation with people, just asking a question. And
The
just,
right question, though,
Yeah,
intuitively.
just gaining confidence.
Yeah.
Not be afraid to just talk.
Right.
Literally.
Right.
Yeah.
Never got hurt doing it, right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Find out who people are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Santana, no pressure, bro. You got anything to say on that? Or any takeaways from the industry that have changed you? Has it changed you since you came in?
I feel like it showed me a different side of people.
And
Like-
light or dark, bro? What do you mean?
I would say dark.
Oh shit.
It showed me how a lot of people can feel entitled.
Uh huh.
A lot of people can definitely be disrespectful as well.
Okay. So you
So,
see
like-
the. Go ahead.
Like a lot of customers will come in and just they're spending a lot of money, so they'll probably feel like, let's see.
Yeah, don't feel afraid to pull that trigger, bro.
A lot of customers definitely they expect you to kiss their ass.
They feel entitled.
Yeah. So, and I don't really like that because we're all humans, we're all people. So there's like a limit to certain things.
Right. You feel like the humility is kind of dying
Yeah.
lately, or just like since you've been like, because you've been in from the get go, before COVID, after COVID,
Well,
if that matters. But like, what? Like talk about that.
So from front, I was actually back of house. So I hated the back of house, and then I would always want to be front of house. So I went to a different
Because
place.
you felt isolated.
Yeah.
So you wanted the social
It's
aspect.
definitely a little sad being in the back of the house.
Heard.
And when I was in the back of the house, I was in a small place, so it was only like 4 cooks,
Oh wow.
and I was in my little station, just doing my job, not talking to anybody. And then when I did move to the front of the house, it taught me how to interact with people.
So you kind of blossomed in a way.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's like I hatched from my shell,
Ah, nice.
and then
Love that.
That's beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely cheers to that. Jesus Christ.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah.
Since we're the like drinking.
Right. All right. Gentlemen, it's been really fun talking to you guys today about this. Do you have any last comments that you'd like to kind of express to the world, to the industry, before we get out of here? No pressure, of course.
I mean, I love it. I love the industry.
You seem motivated, Jordy. Like, you're definitely, as of now, you think you're really going to take it there, huh?
Yeah, I just love accommodating people. Yeah,
It's kind of showing you what you're made of, huh?
yeah, helping people out is a big part too. I guess yeah,
So you really think the service industry kind of help you find your heart, like, what you're
yeah,
about or
for
what you want?
sure.
as
I
far as-
mean, it's all I know, but
Okay, so you still need to branch out and see other things then.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
still love it. Just
At least for a foundation, it's done you well.
yeah,
Right.
just dealing with people.
Okay.
Yeah,
Worked on your patience, your interactions with hostile people
yeah,
and nice people, right? I mean, networking, you've definitely seen the power of
Yeah.
that. right?
Also, it could also be like a really good plan B for anybody.
Right.
Being having experience in the industry could definitely be good for the long run.
Mhm.
Just in case you ever need like a quick job, you can always go
Yeah.
to a restaurant.
Right. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I know a lot of people that always come back to the industry because they know that they can make some good, quick money.
Yeah.
In between those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
very
between,
good point.
their regular full time or whatever else they have going on.
Entrepreneurs and whatnot. Absolutely. Okay, well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure having you two on the show.
Hey, thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Absolutely. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us on Bar Banter. It's been a beautiful time talking to these two young kids. I think y'all are going to do great in life. It's been a pleasure talking to y'all. Thank you very much.